morning, fam. Tasha, MAMABEAR prepping. So you already know what time it is. Get your drink and pull up. Got me some hot peppermint coffee. I need that. Okay. First of all, welcome everybody back to the channel. I missed you. I like coming back and talking to y'all. So this is what we're gonna do today. So I've had this on the books for a while to do, okay? This type of video, right? I can't stop, you guys, it's so good. And today I really want to cover three things, right? And this is a topic because every single time I've seen this topic on other channels and people talking about it, there's this huge myth that there are not female preppers in this community. And nothing could be further from the truth. There's all types of preppers. If y'all didn't know, your mamas and grandmas been carrying an EDC since the beginning of time. It's called a damn purse, y'all, okay? So the idea that mama bears, okay, I'm not the only mama bear, we're all mama bears, are natural providers, protectors, carrying EDC since the beginning of time, right? Preparing not only food and taking care of their family. I mean, we've been prepping. We're natural preppers, if you think about it, okay? And then the fact of, you know, there's not that many in this community and it's a lot of men. I mean, that's true. There's a lot of men, but there's a lot of men everywhere, baby. Like, we're here, okay? And there's a couple things. So I decided to kind of move forward with this video today because one, I woke up, started my period. So there's that. I popped my, you know, my extra strength pain reliever, poured me my favorite coffee, little peppermint, little pep me up, right? Feeling pretty good. But last night I was looking at my analytics and I realized that most of my viewers, most of my subscribers are women, okay? 77% to be exact, you guys, okay? So most of you watching me are women, and I would like to think that it's because you are natural providers, natural preppers. You either want to know more about prepping or you're already a prepper and you're like me, you watch other channels because you want to get down with what other people are doing so that we could be as versatile as we can and get everything that we possibly need, okay? So today, what I want to get into is I want to cover down on obvious preps that women need to have and be stacking up. And I would shoot for a year because some of this stuff is one and done or maybe even two and done, right? And then you're done with it, okay? And if you're a man watching this, please don't click off this because there are women in your life. There are going to be women in your life. You probably have daughters and nieces and girlfriends and wives and grandmas and mothers. There's women everywhere, okay? And even if you're alone now, there's nothing saying that you're not gonna meet somebody and need things, okay? So you need to be thinking about this stuff. I'm not saying that if you're single or whatever and you're going out and stocking a year's worth of, you know, female products. I'm just saying think about this stuff, okay? Because it's super important. And then two, we're gonna talk about a little bit of safety stuff that I want you guys to start thinking about. This is stuff that I think about, especially when it comes to a shit hitting the fan type of scenario, stuff that's very specific to women and what we're gonna do in that type of scenario, and then just a couple tips, okay? So let's just jump into it. So I did take notes. I wanna make sure that I don't forget. So let's just run through the things and that you might wanna think about getting into your preps, okay? Some of the stuff you might not want, but you need to be thinking about what you do today for your daily routine, right? Your daily stuff for your business, and then what you would do if some of those products ran out, okay? So I'm just gonna run down this. So the obvious stuff, tampons, pads, right? Be thinking about later on. So there's all types of products out there like cloth pads or what are they called? Like period panties, like panties that are built in with stuff. You've got menstrual cups. I'm not going to go over any kind of brands. If you are interested in menstrual cups, it's not really my cup of tea. or couple, whatever. But they have a ton of different companies out there that sell them. Okay, so if that's something that you're into already, or if that's something that you're interested in as a backup later, then do your business, do your research, and figure out what kind of menstrual cup you'd be interested in. Cloth pads, if I didn't say that already, right? A lot of times people cut up old t-shirts and different things like that that they use for washcloths, or they plan to use for wiping material or whatever. So you could makeshift some stuff that was like either a rewashable type of thing or a one and done. You use it and you're done. Don't forget about the whole area. Some people, if you're the type of lady that likes the different sprays and the extra special soaps and the douche and all that extra stuff that comes in that aisle, don't forget some other stuff, like if you had to go to the restroom out in the woods or somewhere, right? You had to go to the bathroom. They have pee funnels, right? These little funnels, female funnels that you can put so that you can do your business standing up. If you had to go, number one, of course. All right. Let's see. And those funnels, they come in like a silicone, and they have like collapsible ones that like kind of pop up when you need them, and then they pop back down when you don't need them. And they also have paper ones, so like one-use ones where you just use them and then toss them. Some other stuff to think about is pregnancy tests, Plan Bs, extra Plan Bs. Be thinking about, you need to prep condoms, and then adult panties. So think about your older ages and needing possibly some assistance in your older ages for some sort of adult diapers, adult panties, that type of thing. Okay, so don't just be thinking, oh, I'm menopause is hit and I'm fine, I don't have to worry about any of this stuff. One, you might have a young lady that ends up in your mag or in your group, or that you take on, right, in your older age, and you need some of this stuff. Okay, so just think about that, and be thinking about your health, hygiene, and then sex, you guys, because if you think sex is going to stop when shit hits the fan, it's not. It's going to be happening. Okay. All right. So some other stuff. What are the things that make you feel good, right? Every woman's different. So your medicines, your pain relievers, your Midol, your Pamper, whatever it is that you're taking to make yourself feel good. If you have to have chocolate, you have to have a certain kind of coffee, whatever the case may be, get that extra stuff that you need. Let me just make sure that I got, and that includes, like, if you're the type that likes a heating blanket or a heating pad because you get super bad cramps, that type of thing. There was one other thing I don't think I mentioned. Plan B. Oh, don't forget, like, if stuff goes south down there. So, like, your yeast infection stuff, your monostat, your, that type of stuff too, okay? Your itchy type stuff. All right, that's with just female preps, okay? That's just to give you guys some ideas of female preps that you need to think about getting, okay? If you have females in your home right now, that needs to be added to your preps as soon as possible. That is just as important as some of these other bigger things that we talk about, and that's a direct reflection or a direct impact on quality of life in your home if you have females in your home. And if you don't have this stuff, it gets real crazy real quick, okay? So get those comforts done. And I would say these are needs. These aren't wants. These are needs. You need to have this stuff in your preps, okay? All right, so let's talk about some safety stuff. Now, this is going to go a little dark, and then I'm just going to try to get off of it really quick, okay? So when shit hits the fan, all types of nasty things happen, okay? All types of crime, people start getting hurt, murdered, whatever the case may be, and it's going to be very dangerous for women, okay? Because as we know, things are still out there. There's still rape going on out there. It will continue to happen, and it will be happening during shit hits the fan. And you need to be thinking about that as an older woman, as a mid woman, as any woman. And you need to be thinking about that as a woman for your children and your kids, okay? And how do you keep your little girls safe and your little boys safe, okay? Now, there's some theories out there that other preppers have talked about you know, getting your little girls, you know, cutting their hair and making them look like little boys so that they're, you know, they look like boys and they don't look like, you know, something that somebody wants to do something to. But to be honest, if somebody's going to do something bad, one, they're going to be able to tell. And two, it happens to boys too, you guys. So you just need to do your job the best you can to protect your children. Excuse me, okay? So that's the only thing I'm going to say about that. But to prepare, to get ahead of that, you're going to do some stuff like work on your defensive tools. What do you have that you carry on yourself, carry in your bag, that you'll have to be able to protect yourself? And then you get to know that those supplies and those items so that you know how to use them and how you would employ them and where you would wear them on your body. Okay, and get very, very comfortable with them. While you can now, take defense classes. Learn how to kick some ass. Learn how the basics of getting somebody off of you and putting them in some pain to where they double think trying to mess with you. If anything, it gives you enough time to employ a defensive tool. Okay, so work on that. Get in shape. Being in shape and having the ability to be strong enough and quick enough to, you know, maneuver out of something and have some sort of self-defense is sometimes the difference, okay, of the outcome of something. All right. And then lastly, because I'm not trying to make this video last forever, it's just some tips. So think about all these things: hygiene, female hygiene, and make sure that it is applied to all your kits and all your bags. So any kind of go bags you have, whether that's bug out bags, whether that's EDCs, everyday EDC, whether that's your car kit, whether that's your get home bag, whatever you want to call it, your hiking bag, all of that, you need to have these supplies. Then wherever you have your supplies, right, because we advocate having different supplies in different locations, making sure that those different locations have that. If you're doing any kind of underground caches, things like that, put a little set together and put it in that cache, okay? It's one of those just extra little things that needs to kind of be everywhere, that so that you're prepared. It's just like if you had babies, you would want a little bit of baby stuff with all your spots. Same thing, pets. You'd want a little bit of pet stuff on all your spots, okay? Same thing is for females. You don't want to get caught not having some of this stuff if for some reason last minute you have to go somewhere, okay? So you want it to be there already. So that's prep number one. Prep number two is cut your bag weight. One, you're getting in shape and you're learning defense, but you're cutting your bag weight, okay? Don't be trying to compete with all these muscle heads out here that are like, I need a 50, 60 pound ruck and it has my whole life in it and I could do anything, okay? I could hike, 100 miles with that. Well, that's great. What happens when somebody shoots you dead in your face because it just was too heavy to like sprint with it? You know what I'm saying? Like, just common sense with your bag. I'm working on my video, lady. I promise I'm working on my video right now for the bag, okay? And light, okay? Light. What is the things you need, not the things you want, okay? And so cut your bags down and get them light, okay? Same with your family. Don't be loading your kids down with heavy bags that they can't get away from people with them on their backs, okay? And then third, find your girls, okay? Link up with other female preppers. Find out where each other are at. What states do we live in? What cities do we live in? Where are we at? Mark it on a map. Hey, do you have comms? Maybe we could try to link up on our comms. Maybe you're close enough to where you could work out some sort of mag situation. But get to know the ladies, because let me tell you, and if there's men and you're still watching, please believe that women are strong and we're smart. And there is a lot of very strong, smart preppers out there that are prepared and getting prepared and have all types of ideas, okay? I get it. Men and women are totally different. I'm not a feminist in any type of fucking way, okay? But what I would say is everybody has their part, and it's that meshing together that's going to make our community be awesome, okay? But knowing other female preppers gives you a different type of spirit and a kind of a motivation to just know that, like, hey, we're out there and you can do this, okay? So I would love to hear in the comments below if you think I missed a prep that's important that we should be thinking about that everybody should be getting in their preps. Let me know if you have any ideas for bug out bags that you're like, hey, this is all I have in mind, and make sure you have this in it or whatever. Just let me know, okay? If you're a man watching this and you have any thoughts or comments on this topic, I'd love to hear it, okay? This isn't a man bashing, you know, video. This isn't a, this is for women only video. Absolutely not, okay? We want to hear the comments so that we can all learn from each other and then go from there. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Blessings from my bear cave to yours, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.